Hello Aries, so I'm doing your weekly tarot for May the 5th to the 12th. I'm going to take a look at what is going on in your situation. We'll find out why it's happening. We're looking at what's going on in your blind spot, figuring out what it is that's working for you. And of course, we're seeing how it is likely going to play out, okay? Right, so you have got blessings and source of life. What a beautiful combination, Aries. So it says you're blessed with gifts. It's time to put them to good use. You will be receiving blessings. Now, a couple of the other signs have had this message out this month as well. I think it was Cancer and Scorpio. There was definitely a bit of a spiritual roll call that's going on at the moment for certain signs, where they're being called to use their spiritual gifts, knowledge and abilities basically for the greater good, okay, Aries? And it seems like you're part of that group as well that is receiving this roll call. Okay, so when you start using your spiritual gifts for the greater good, you will find that blessings are available to you and that blessings come in for you. All right, so it's no longer running from who you are, no longer running from your purpose in life, shall we say, really embracing your spiritual gifts, and you will see how quickly everything will change up for you for the better, okay? And then you've got source of life. It says source of all life is within you, with you and around you at all times. Move closer to this divine source simply by holding this awareness. So oftentimes we focus too much on entities outside of ourselves, okay, whether they be spiritual ones or physical ones, right? Like, I don't know, looking up to someone who's famous, or hoping that someone external to us is going to provide us with our happiness, okay, or is going to give us all of the answers that we're looking for, right? We've all done it and we all do it to a certain extent. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. This is simply asking, Aries, for this week especially, for you to pay more attention to the source that is within you, okay? Everything is source. The ability to create, life, and to create a meaningful life experience as well, that is completely within your grasp. Now, again, when we are focused too much on the external stuff, it can develop into a habit of thinking that others can make us happy, or do you know what I mean? You might have met people like that as well, where they assumed that it was your job or your duty for you to make them happy, right? You know exactly what I mean with that. We've all been at some point the receiver of that, and at some point we've all done that to others, whether consciously or subconsciously, like we have. So this is stepping into that full awareness of you're the one that has the ability to create the life that you want for yourself, to create happiness, to build on happiness, okay? That source of life is within you. It has always been within you. And I feel like you're just being reminded of that this week, okay? So then when you combine the two, it really starts to paint this super, super strong picture. There's basically the magician energy, okay? It's a reminder that what you create, it comes from you. You get to decide what goes on in your life for the most part, all right? Obviously, yes, there are certain things that you're not going to be able to control. That's a given, okay? Other people's behaviors towards you, that's a classic example, right? But for the vast majority, you do have control over what goes on in your life, and you're being reminded of that. The power, the source is within you. It always has been. Right, so let's take a deeper dive into this one with the tarot, and we'll see if we can get further information out here for you, because I like taking a deep dive into these messages. And of course, stick around with me to the end as well, Aries, because I always get healing messages and guidance, okay? So I never leave the readings open-ended. We always find solutions to whatever's going on here. Right, can you tell us more about the blessings? Nice. The Two of Pentacles, right? Feeling more balanced, feeling stable. You managing to keep yourself afloat, to keep your head above water, right? It can indicate perseverance, because it's all about finding that balance, but then maintaining that balance, cultivating that balance, okay? Understanding that everything and everyone is connected. It can indicate eternity, right? Eternity and balance. Now, it's possible as well, Aries, that you could be looking at you maintaining your current course of action. So it could be your current profession or your current responsibilities, but then picking up something new at the same time, okay? Often I have found that the Two of Pentacles energy can indicate a person who is multitasking, but they're doing it very, very well. They're doing it effectively and efficiently. This is not about you spreading yourself out too thin or spreading your resources out too thin. This is about you being able to manage multiple things at the same time without you feeling like you're becoming overwhelmed or drained or exhausted, okay? Because it's maintaining that balance. Now, for example, let's just imagine you've got a current day job. Well, you're maintaining that whilst doing something new on the side, and how the something new really blends in to your current lifestyle really, really well. So it's a secondary thing that complements your current lifestyle beautifully. That could also be a new relationship, okay? Or, I mean, literally anything. It's something new or someone new that is coming into your life, and it complements everything that you're currently doing, okay? That for me usually is the Two of Pentacles energy. So do keep a lookout for that, okay? If you feel like you're worried about something not working out, or something becoming too much of a heavy burden or a heavy responsibility, it's indicating that you're going to manage beautifully, okay? You are going to manage. Can you tell us more for Aries, please? Whoa. The Four of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles has come out off balance. Right, we're going to take a deeper dive into that Ten of Pentacles a minute with a different deck. I kind of feel, Aries, that your finances, you might be making a big purchase this week, or thinking about making a big purchase this week. I'm feeling a house or property, land, anything like that, okay? But again, while it is a huge responsibility, it is going to contribute and, what was the other word I used? I can't remember. Complement your life beautifully, okay? There is a huge expense that's going out this week. The Eight of Cups. Yeah, you could be selling one property and buying a new one, right? Eight of Swords. Interesting. So take your time with this decision. The Lovers. Also, if someone's asking or suggesting for you guys to move in with each other, really do take your time to think that through as well, okay, Aries? While, yes, it is going to work, initially, because it's such a huge change, I don't know, that there's something here that's going on. It's almost like you don't want too much to change up at once. Okay, Queen of Cups. Yeah. And the Queen of Swords, right? Ground rules then. That's the problem. Okay, so whatever this thing is, or whoever this person is, I suspect that it's a person for some of you, that is going to be an addition to your life. There does need to be ground rules here that's put in place, okay? I'm kind of feeling here with this energy that you might feel as if your own personal space is potentially being encroached upon, and you don't like that at all, understandably, right? Again, remember what Spirit's told you here. The source of life and blessings, they come from within you. They're already yours. This is all about you just using your power and your resources in a smart way, in a clever way, okay? So yeah, ground rules are needing to be put in place with someone. Again, like same could be said if this is about a pet, right? If you're introducing a new pet into your life, the same deal. There needs to be ground rules here that's put in place, right? I definitely feel like there's a huge purchase that's being made, and I'm getting like a house deposit or something. Okay, why is this happening? Opportunity. This is happening because you're opening up to the opportunities that are being made available to you, and because you're releasing fear of the future. Okay, so you're recognizing, see with that bubble, that you are protected and that you are guided, especially at this time. This, it reminds me a lot of the Temperance card. Okay, so obviously, yeah, moderation is the key. This is happening, Aries, because you didn't rush, because you've been patient, because you've been thorough, okay, because you've been making smart decisions here. That's why you're starting to see all of your hard work now starting to pay off, okay? Can you tell us more for Aries for why this is happening? Thank you. Death reversed. What was that I said about how you're afraid of too much changing up at the same time? That's a repeating message that's coming out of your reading here, Aries, with death being in the reversed position, right? Obviously, nothing can stay the same forever. As much as what we might like it to, change is inevitable, right? Someone is afraid of change because the assumption's being made that change equates different, which equates worse, right? This ain't it. So this is asking for you to analyze, where does your fear of change or the fear of your future come from? Okay, what is the root cause behind that? Seven of Pentacles, because Spirit's encouraging you here to really start investing in a big way in your own future, okay? Right, a door to the infinite for what's going on in your blind spot. This one says your inner light is your greatest strength and your greatest wealth. Take time to keep yourself grounded and cleansed. So maybe it is time, Aries, for you to cleanse your energy, for you to clear out what shouldn't be there. For example, is there any dross of the past that's clinging on? Are there any attachments that you have, or perhaps that someone else has towards you? that is keeping you stuck, that's stunting your growth in some capacity here, because this is asking for you to surrender all that is keeping you stuck so that you can open this metaphorical door to your infinite potential. Okay, it sounds really cheesy. I don't really care. It is what it is. Your inner light, it really is your greatest strength, and it really is time for you to genuinely feel legitimately confident about what you're doing, the path that you're taking, what it is that you're creating in life. Okay, so while we can fake it till we make it to a certain extent, yes, that can work, but it's not going to be a sustainable method for your own growth. Okay, there needs to be a point where that strength and confidence becomes genuine. Right, that's what this is asking for. Can you tell us more about this energy? Thank you. The Two of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and a Knight of Cups. Okay, in your blind spot. Aries, I definitely feel like there is someone around you who is wanting to explore the possibility of having a relationship with you. Now, that can absolutely be romantic for some. I feel for the vast majority of you it is romantic, actually. For others of you, not so much. For others of you, this could be about an individual who is wanting to get to know you better, okay, on a friendship level, something like that, because they see your light, they see your kindness, your honesty, they see your potential, even if at the moment you don't see your own potential. I know a lot of you can, but some of you guys, you can't see your own potential at the moment. This is saying, because it's in your blind spot, someone around you absolutely does see your potential, and they're wanting to be involved with you, and they're wanting to help you, and they're wanting to, do you know what I mean? It's someone who complements what you're already doing in your life. Right? It's a nice match. It's a nice match for you. Okay. I feel as well that whether this is friendship or romantic, it's going to develop quickly. But again, it's not fake. It's not forced, right? It's natural, but it's got a nice pace to it, which again, it complements your energy, Aries, because you like that consistent growth. You like things consistently moving, right? You hate stagnation. So this connection or this relationship, it's going to develop, right? It's keeping that sort of pace. It's beautiful, right? So what is working for you at this time? Fulfillment. That's the equivalent to the Nine of Cups in traditional tarot. And it says, making your dreams come true through positive thinking, faith, and wisdom. Okay, so through positive thinking, faith, and wisdom, your thoughts have power, right? Again, that's not to say that everything bad that happens to you is something that you've created, okay? There is nuance to it, right? It ain't all black and white. I can promise you that, right? This week, Aries, you are manifesting like a mofo, okay? I will say that. So be mindful of your thoughts, because your thoughts are very, very powerful. This is you creating your fulfillment, right? Where it is you feel more secure, safe, successful, healthy, energized, okay? And really leaning more into that. Okay, so let's take a deeper dive into this one. So you're making your dreams come true through positive thinking. right? Not toxic positivity, because again, that's fake. We don't advocate for fake shit, for fake energy at all. This is genuine positive thinking, positive actions as well. Can you tell us more? The Five of Pentacles. Interesting. What's going on with this Five of Pentacles? And why is that working for Aries? I feel like you're leaving this Five of Pentacles stuff behind, Aries. I really do. Yes! That's exactly what it is. Do you see what I mean? That's why you have to feel out the energy. You've got to feel out what's going on. Not just take a single card by its meaning. You've got to combine them. Right, seeing the bigger picture, feeling out what's going on. And I said, I feel, Aries, like you're moving on from this Five of Pentacles, and then you get the card of moving on, the Six of Swords coming out with it, okay? Leaving the past behind, yet taking the lessons of that past with you, but the past itself not being a heavy weight on you or a heavy burden on you, okay? It's literally times getting easier for you, things getting better for you because you're moving on. I feel here that this week is the starting point of a new transitional stage for you, Aries, where you're no longer fearful of what might happen, but you're genuinely starting to feel hopeful about the possibilities of what might happen for you. Okay, so yeah, that takes you on the path to your fulfillment. I love that. Right, how this is likely going to play out, you see, letting go. Releasing the struggle and resistance, right? There's a bit I missed there. It says, what... oh gosh, I can't read that. What do you need to release? All right, so when you're contemplating... throughout this week, they're asking for you to contemplate what it is that you're needing to release, and it's this fear of the future, right? Release the struggle and resistance that is connected to your future, because the future's not here yet, okay? Don't fight against the tide, but ride with it and go with the flow, all right? So that obviously... it's being more flexible, more adaptable. And because this is how this is likely going to play out, I feel like you are opening yourself up a lot more. And when you do that, it naturally just releases any sort of resistances that you were feeling, okay? Because it's you being more accepting. You can feel this nice flow to the energy, right? You're no longer feeling that your energy's blocked or bottlenecked, okay? That there's a nice flow to everything. Interesting. So yeah, let's keep digging into this one. Can you tell us more for Aries, please? Can you tell us more about letting go for Aries? It's a very gentle vibe, this one as well. The Eight of Cups reversed and the Three of Pentacles reversed. Okay. So accepting that not everything is meant to be, not everything is meant to work out, okay? Not everybody is meant to stay with us in our lives. It's very sad, but it's also very, very real. Okay, you're not supposed to take everybody with you into the next part of your journey. And clearly someone has been an important aspect of your life, but right now you're not able to take them with you into your next part of the journey, and that's okay. That is okay. So again, Eight of Cups reversed, as you can see here, sometimes it can indicate a fear of change, and that's exactly what the topic of this reading's all been about. It's about that change that's going on. You feeling like you're not in control of that, and actually you are in control of that, okay? Certain aspects you're not in control of. For the vast majority of it, though, you are in control of it, okay? You're in control of your response to the changes, and also the changes that you yourself implement in response to the changes that are naturally going on in your life, okay? If that makes any sense at all. But yeah, look, that you're definitely not supposed to take everybody with you, all right? This Three of Pentacles reverse can indicate as well you being let down by another person, and you know what, you being okay with that, because you have yourself. When all is said and done, you have got your back. Spirit has got your back. What more do you need, really? Okay, people, humans, they are inevitably gonna let you down. It is what it is. But I do see you being incredibly happy come closer to the end of this week, because again, with this King of Cups energy, doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, this is your strongest overall message here. This is you feeling more emotionally in control, okay? You feeling more emotionally stable, and definitely, and this is the beautiful thing, more emotionally available to those around you who are sticking around, okay, who are loyal, who are gonna stand by you, okay? You feeling more emotionally available to them, and just really leaning more, again, sounds cheesy, into love, okay? Okay, so with that being said, Aries, let's take a look at a healing message for you. So this one is healing and guidance. This is for Aries Collective. Thank you. Okay, meditation and escapism. So that's like the equivalent to the Four of Swords in traditional tarot, right? This one is number 24. Let's take a look. So this deck is a shadow work deck, okay? Right, so it says, it's common to believe that the purpose of meditation is to think about nothing, to empty your mind and to get a rest from your thoughts, from your inner dialogue. But in reality, not to have any thoughts at all is nearly impossible, as our brain is wired to do exactly that. To think, okay? So when you're meditating, you're actually watching a slideshow of your own thoughts go by in your mind's eye, okay? Meditation is not necessarily an escape from your reality, but a tool that can help you to see your true reality and reframe it, perhaps to see it from a different light. It's a way to look at your thoughts from a more neutral perspective. It is thinking, but in a more structured way. Instead of letting your thoughts roam free, you try to slow down and analyze why these thoughts come up and what they really mean and whether they're true. You might sometimes feel that you want to run away, to be somewhere else, and escape from your current reality. Common ways to do that is through watching TV, playing games, indulging in drugs or alcohol, or anything that keeps your mind focused on one thing and makes you forget the things that you don't want to deal with for a moment. This card encourages you to lose yourself in your own mind instead of escaping into a different reality, okay? And then your affirmation that comes with this card is, I live and accept my own reality. And then your exercise, next time you feel the urge to run away from your own thoughts, try to swap your go-to escape media for a guided meditation and see what happens. Guided meditations can be found in many apps as well as online. Just do a quick search and see if you can find something that resonates with you. Okay, Aries? So you cannot escape your own mind, your own thoughts, your own fears for too long. That is not sustainable. As Spirit's already told you, that is not a sustainable method. Okay, make peace with your thoughts, with your past, with your anxieties, with your fears, making peace with it so that they're not in control of your decision making. Okay, you'll never get rid of them entirely. That is a false thought to think that you can live your life without any kind of fear at all, right? Such a state does not exist. This is all about making peace with the thoughts in your head so that they're not in control of you, but you're in control of them. And you never know, Aries, you might even be able to utilize your fears for something good, okay? But yeah, that is your healing message. I hope that that's been helpful for someone. If this read has been helpful for you, Aries, I would definitely love it if you could drop me a cheeky wee like, okay? That's really going to help out my channel so much. Right, so let's take a look at the Swear Tarot just to put a little bit of light-hearted energy into this read, okay? Laughter is a very high vibration, and I swear by leaving the tarot on more of a high. Okay, right, so don't let anything scare the shit out of you. Face your fears and your bad habits. Aries, I cannot make this up, right? I cannot do it. Your fears is the topic of conversation that Spirit's wanting to have with you guys this week. Do not let anything scare the shit out of you. Because the law of attraction fucked with you. And a big change nudges you to let go of some shit from the past. Like, all of that was spot on for the content of your reading. Okay, but yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. For personal readings with me, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.